Tzu Chi volunteers quickly arrive in various disaster areas to comfort the storm-affected residents. Both Serbian and Bosnian volunteers learn about Tzu Chi's humanistic culture ahead of the 4-day distribution. Welcome to DaAi Headlines. I'm Lori Chen. Thank you for joining us. Many villages in Malaysia were severely hit by massive storms in the past month. Several households lost their rooftops during the storms. Local volunteers quickly headed to the various disaster areas to comfort the affected residents. They've also launched urgent aid distributions over the past few days.
The storm struck Salak South New Village severely, destroying the rooftop of this house and distracting ancient trees outside the house. Tzu Chi volunteers immediately launched a disaster assessment to the affected households while starting to prepare for emergency aid distributions.
We've mobilized about 20 volunteers, and we've worked from 4 p.m. in the afternoon to 7 p.m. We've separated into 3 teams to conduct disaster assessment and have found 5 households that were badly damaged.
This is the third storm that has hit Salak South New Village within a few months. Many houses were severely damaged.
This is the third storm. The first 2 weren't as destructive, and this one is the strongest. It has destroyed my rooftop and all of my clothes and furniture. I've lived here for nearly 60 years, and I've never seen such a massive storm. I was shocked to experience such strong wind for the first time, especially seeing the factory fall apart. It was genuinely frightening. I've never seen anything like this. It's like the end of the world.
In Bukit Matarjan, Lo Ti Non's house is missing its roof due to the storm, and he can only cover it with canvas at the moment.
It sounded like thunderstorms pounded on the ceiling, and my rooftop just flew off. The sound was very loud.
One Tzu Chi recycling volunteer is also an affected resident. He has helped his neighbor to fix his rooftop.
He saw me doing a good job putting in screws, so I offered to help him.
All of the storm survivors are still in shock and are exhausted by the disaster. Volunteers visited every household to make sure that everyone is sound and well.
Some 20 homes were caught in a widespread fire in the Otonto area of Manila in the Philippines. It's suspected that children were playing with a lighter that led to this unfortunate incident. Tzu Chi volunteers were the first one on scene, distributing aid materials and comforted all those who were affected.
Everything here is burned to the ground. This is the Tondo district of Manila, where a wooden house caught fire, leaving 5 out of 6 children and 1 family to perish.
I rushed into the fire. What hurt us the most was to see the remains of 5 children all huddled together in the toilet.
These small coffins are laid out for the oldest, which was 12, and the youngest, who was only 1 year old. A 9-year-old was the only survivor as he jumped out of a window, suffering only minor injuries, but there is still fear and sadness in his eyes. The preliminary cause of the fire is children playing with a lighter. These parents, who were not at home at the time, became the target of public criticism.
Of the neighbors blame us. They think we're the reason so many people lost their houses. I want to apologize one by one, but they still hate us. No one wanted to happen like this. We can only continue to ask for their forgiveness.
Losing 5 children, also being blamed by neighbors, has been difficult. Thankfully, Tzu Chi volunteers have been able to accompany this family.
Dharma Master Zheng Yan often says that we must love people, and we should help people suffering from these unintentional acts. We should guide them in the right direction.
In addition to caring for this family, Tzu Chi volunteers have done on-site inspections and checked identity documents. This was later used to provide certificates that could be used for aid items such as kitchen supplies, sleeping mats, and 10 kilograms of rice to 273 households. After the disaster, this has been an indispensable aid to comfort these individuals during this difficult time.
In Myanmar, many farmers who have received aid from Tzu Chi in the aftermath of the cyclone Nargis have reciprocated the kindness in various ways. While some of them save a handful of rice at every meal, others have been saving up in their bamboo coin banks to be donated back to Tzu Chi. The cycle of great love is alive and well.
Myanmar farmer Woman Ai has packed something special in his bag. He finally has the courage to bring it with him. Coming to the grocery store he's familiar with, he takes out a special coin bank. Inside the coin bank is his savings of 50 kyats.
I
put the 50 jats into the coin bank every day. In 20 days, I'd saved 1,000 jats. Then I wrapped them up with rubber bands.
50 kyats is equal to 3 US cents, and very few people in Myanmar use it. For the past years, Woman Ai has to go to 3 grocery stores in the village to exchange for 50 kyats. Now the grocery store owners also follow his act of compassion.
I heard from him that we can simply save 50 or 100 kyats a day, and this can inspire our compassion. Therefore, I've adopted the coin bank.
I finally realized that we cannot just seek peace of mind for ourselves. We should spread the idea from 1 person to 2 people, from 2 people to 100 people, then to 200 people. When everyone has compassion, the world can be peaceful.
Woman Ai finally shares his dream, which will inspire more people to reach out to those in need. In the rural areas of Myanmar, he has created a ripple effect of great love.
The 78-year-old Hu Wangshangyuan suffered for years from lower back and lower thigh pain. She had multiple burn spurs and slipped discs, causing the narrowing of her spinal canal. The orthopedic surgeon at the Guanshan Tzu Chi Hospital performed back surgery on her, so she didn't need to travel all the way to the Hualien Medical Center. The patient and family put their full trust in the doctor, and it paid off. This really proved to them that smaller hospitals are high quality too. This really helped in the shortage of medical services in rural areas. 78-year-old Hu Wangshangyuan lives in Taidong. Her steps are a bit rigid because she just had back surgery. In the past, she suffered from lower back and lower thigh pain.
Her spinal canal is very narrow, so we need to do a type of decompression surgery. We need to remove some of her bone spurs, allowing the pressure to be off the nerves.
At that time, Hu Wangshangyuan put her full trust in the doctor. That's why she stayed at the Guanshan Tzu Chi Hospital, letting Dr. Pan Yongchen perform the surgery on her.
Dr. Pan is very good. He's very caring and serious about what he's doing. You see, so many surgeries are performed by him.
After the operation, the pain has decreased significantly. Before leaving the hospital, the family, with sincere gratitude, thanked Dr. Pan again.
Whether it's Dr. Pan or the medical team, they are all very mindful. They are always caring about my mother-in-law's post-operation status. This has totally changed our concept of how bigger hospitals' care is better than smaller hospitals.
The handshake represents gratitude from both sides. The medical team of the Guanshan Tzu Chi Hospital has improved the inconvenience of medical care in rural areas. In Taiwan, a resident at the Taichung Tzu Chi nursing home, Grandpa Jian Mugui, is grateful to the medical staff who took care of him. Therefore, after he recovered, he started teaching other residents Xianggong, which is a series of traditional Chinese health exercises. To promote Xianggong even further, he held a demonstration event in the main hall of the hospital to teach the local population. What a giving grandpa!
Grandpa Jiemugui has posted many pictures in his room so that he can look at them when he misses his family. This place is like his home. He's friendly to the other residents of the nursing home, and when he's able, he will help push them in the wheelchairs.
When it is mealtime, some of the people on wheelchairs move very slowly. Therefore, I go to the front and help push them to where they need to go.
Being 90 years old, Grandpa Mugui implemented a unique health regimen.
This exercise moves your entire body and it is good for you. I've never fallen ill.
Seeing how Grandpa Mugui is in good health, many people do the exercise with him. Xianggong is now one of the classes offered at the Taichung Tzu Chi nursing home, which Grandpa Mugui teaches for free.
I wrote on this piece of paper the days I practiced Xianggong. The medical team treated me so well, so I can have the strength to promote Xianggong.
Hoping to promote Xianggong, Grandpa Mugui has decided to hold a demonstration event at the main hall of the hospital.
He told me to make a red banner with the words Xianggong demonstration event written on it.
On the day of the event, the banner was hung high. Grandpa Mugui takes to the stage to lead Xianggong moves. His daughter has come from Nantou to record the touching moment.
He's very happy. Last week, he asked me to come early because he will be on stage demonstrating.
I'd like to do this good deed and hopefully get the merits from it.
Hoping to reciprocate to those who took care of him, Grandpa Mugui shares his health regimen and thereby realizes his dream.
Tzu Chi volunteers traveled once again to Serbia to distribute goods for the refugee camp. While they were there, they also seized the opportunity to conduct a local volunteer training class for both the Serbian and Bosnian volunteers. They learned all about the humanistic culture of Tzu Chi and proudly displayed the results during the 4-day distribution program. It's such a great thing that the spirit of great love is being passed on locally.
Everybody do it firm like this one. Then you feel.
To understand Tzu Chi's humanistic culture, it's all found in the small details of everyday life. How to properly hold a bowl and use utensils, one must physically try it themselves to find the intricacies behind each gesture.
It's okay.
Yeah. Then
Yeah,
like,
well, because
like this.
Dario cannot take it.
Tzu Chi volunteers travel once again to Serbia to continue distributions of goods. They also utilize this trip to conduct a local volunteer training session for both the Serbian and Bosnian volunteers. There was an importance placed on the Dharma of everyday life.
Your finger together, and then this way you can see this one. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Like this way. Excellent.
For many of the Bosnian volunteers, it was an extended review session from the time they trained in Taiwan. For the Serbian volunteers, it was their first time participating in courses like these. It started out as pure curiosity, and then throughout the process, they really started to deeply feel the humanistic spirit of Tzu Chi.
What we need, community volunteer, Serbia. And you guys is local from Serbia. And we also have from Bosnia. So we work together.
The distribution for the refugee camp lasted for 4 days, and all these volunteers in trainings were all key players. They showed tremendous respect and compassion throughout the process, and it's a great sign to see that the spirit of great love is being passed on locally. Mexico was struck by a massive earthquake last year, causing many casualties. Tzu Chi has been continuously conducting both free clinics and aid distributions at the disaster areas. Many affected residents were deeply touched by the volunteers' dedication and care. That's why this time, many of them brought back their bamboo coin banks to the free clinic in order to show their gratitude.
The free clinic begins at 9 a.m., but many residents have already been waiting in line early in the morning.
I arrived at 6 a.m. in the morning. I got an invitation, so I came for the free clinic.
There are patients of different gender and age, and their illnesses are also diverse.
My waist hurts, and my child is in need of medical attention because he barely eats anything.
I've been coughing for a very long time.
Tzu Chi is hosting a free clinic at St. Gregorio Church. This time they collaborated with local government and civilian organizations to assist the medical team.
We help the impoverished without asking for any returns, which coincide with your ideology. Although there are ups and downs during the process, but we are full of gratefulness.
There are also residents who came not to seek medical help, but to donate her bamboo coin banks.
This is indeed a genuine, meaningful, and valuable event. In fact, I must express my gratitude to you all.
I didn't get a bamboo coin bank, so I used a coin bag instead to bring you my love. Even though it's not much, but it represents my gratitude. Thank you very much.
Es poquito, pero con mucho amor.
Muchas gracias.
Tzu Chi's lone efforts to plant the seeds of great love have taken roots in local people's hearts in Mexico.
Tzu Chi U.S. headquarters held a free clinic at the Golden Valley High School in Bakersfield, California. The medical volunteers provide a variety of medical services, benefiting many of the local agricultural workers.
So, make sure there's no problem.
Zhang Fuzhu, who has worked as a doctor in Bakersfield for nearly 40 years, is retiring in 2018. However, to safeguard the health of local agricultural workers, he will continue to serve in the free clinic.
Although we hold the free clinic only once every 3 months, sometimes it can really help them. At least we will know whether they fall ill or not. If they have any symptoms, we will figure out ways to help them prevent illnesses.
1 out of every 2 people is from Mexico. The aid that Tzu Chi U.S. headquarters offers can always meet their needs.
Compared with going to a doctor of Western medicine, they can hardly seek medical attention for their eyes and teeth. Therefore, I think Tzu Chi can provide them with the medical resources that they lack.
We will do what we can to help. At least we can do dental cleaning for them. This way, they will know that some people are caring for them. We can do our part to help.
Traditional Chinese medicine helps alleviate agricultural workers' physical pain. However, maintaining good health is way more important.
We come here once every 2 or 3 months, so we give them acupuncture therapy each time. The medication effect can last for about a week, but we hope that they can learn to keep healthy.
Many of the residents who registered for the event also came to volunteer.
I want to support this activity because Tzu Chi volunteers have helped a lot of people. I brought this coin bank to help other less fortunate people.
I want to help other people from other places. Each one of us contributes our share.
Over the past 10 years, the spirit of Tzu Chi Bamboo Bank era has spread throughout the remote villages in California.
The Tzu Chi Youth Orchestra on Long Island did a cultural exchange program in Kunshan, China. Not only did they play beautiful music for the locals, but they also visited a very eco-friendly recycling station. Let's take a look.
This trip spanned thousands of miles and was a 15-hour journey. Before the performance by the Tzu Chi Youth Orchestra Long Island at the Kunshan Recycling Station, it was time for a rehearsal. This site is an old factory that has been renovated and is very environmentally conscious, with no air conditioning or heating. With temperatures reaching 36 degrees Celsius, volunteers placed a few large ice blocks to cool down.
In addition to playing music, we also hope to go out and visit nursing homes in Long Island, engage in food distribution, and participate in a lot of activities.
The orchestra, which has been established for more than 5 years, has always adhered to the humanistic spirit. This time, their dress was particularly light, as they would later become involved in recycling after the performance. Many children of migrant workers come here for supplementary education classes. Local youth volunteers put on a traditional Han dance. Members of the orchestra participate in cultural exchange by doing a cowboy dance.
Although they come from different parts of the world, they have pure hearts. Though some can't speak Mandarin, they try to do it anyways. The children from Long Island have some special interests, and I hope that they can come here and develop long-lasting friendships forever.
I thought at first it would be very difficult talking to them. This is because I don't speak English very well. Then when they came, I learned that they speak Chinese so well. This led me to want to learn from them.
In the end, this cultural exchange deeply impressed everyone that was involved with positive energy.
Turning our cameras back to Taiwan, many auspicious Lunar Month prayer ceremonies have been held in various places in Miaoli. Since Tzu Chi's risk reduction construction project for 6 schools is still underway, the Miaoli County Mayor led government officials to attend the event in order to express their sincere gratitude.
The auspicious Lunar Month prayer ceremony was held in the Zhongshan Hall in Toufen. For the occasion, Miaoli County Mayor Xu Yaochang led government officials to attend.
In our minds, Tzu Chi volunteers are kind-hearted people, and they are always compassionate. Let's do good deeds together.
The Toufen City Mayor Xu Dingzhen participates in the prayer ceremony every year.
We should practice environmental protection. Besides saving planet Earth, we should also love ourselves. Let's learn from one another and be united in one goal.
In Sanyi, the prayer ceremony is held in the Shuangtang Village Activity Center. Zhang Shoujiao, one of the volunteers, said that she feels closely connected to the Buddha when she paid tributes with flowers.
This is the first time that I'm attending this ceremony. I feel very happy, and I also volunteer with a joyful heart.
Tzu Chi volunteer Cai Yongci not only provided snacks, but also gave every participant an eco-friendly bag.
Purification begins at the source, so I want to encourage the participants to reuse and reduce by using eco-friendly bags.
In Holong, many local residents have come to attend the prayer ceremony held in the Dazhuang Village Activity Center.
Thank you for coming to organize this event tonight. We should work together in practicing environmental protection.
Through sign language songs, sutra adaptation performances, and Q&A sessions, Tzu Chi volunteers promoted the ideas of filial piety, vegetarianism, as well as environmental protection with the participants.
Every year, the third Saturday in September is the World Bone Marrow Donor Day. This year, Taichung Tzu Chi volunteers are actively promoting stem cell donation blood test activities in the community. We invite each and every one of you out there watching to get tested today. You never know, one test registered could mean a life-altering situation for someone that is waiting. Thank you, and see you next time.